Hi, welcome back to part 3 and the final segment of The Truth About Labor Day in America. So this has to do with labor and the civil rights movement that led to the March on Washington. So the story doesn't end with wages. A. Philip Randolph carried that labor power into civil rights. And back in 1941, Randolph first proposed a march on Washington to protest job discrimination in defense industries. And that pressure forced President Roosevelt to sign Executive Order 8802, banning discrimination in war work. And then in 1963, decades later, the deep labor roots and leadership converged into a national call for change, and Randolph, alongside Bayard, Rustin, and emerging leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., united labor and civil rights for the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. And here's what's so powerful. That march happened on August 28, 1963, just days before Labor Day, which fell on September 2nd. That year, that wasn't an accident, it was symbolic. The organizers tied the demand for black freedom directly to the meaning of labor in America. And at the Lincoln Memorial, Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous I Have a Dream speech, calling out our truths on a national stage. That march, grounded in labor and marching for civil rights, became a pivot, a real reckoning of what black Americans had built and demanded. So Labor Day may have begun by writing us out, but the real black holiday was born when we marched in together. And as we lead into this Labor Day weekend with our grills and our line dancing and flags waving and gathering with friends, let us remember our labor built this country. Labor Day didn't start with us, but our story is the best story of labor. So while you're out there barbecuing and celebrating with your people, take a moment to share the truth about black folks in America and what really lies behind Labor Day. And if you feel moved, share this video with somebody. And most of all, leave a comment below and let's get this story told. This is Janet, the Black Pantheress, and I'm not new to this.